Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy. I know how to lose weight. Executing it is the hard part. I know all about calories in, calories out, eating on smaller plates, drinking lots of water, eating veggies, and getting your protein in. I know all about it, but actually doing it is the hard part. I was doing fine this week, eating healthy and going for walks, but my cheat meal yesterday turned into a binge yesterday and today. I just feel hopeless. I've started my weight loss journey multiple times over the last few months, but I just can't seem to get results. I get frustrated and want to give up. Why is it so bloody hard to lose weight? I know I sound like I'm whining, but it's just such a struggle for me, especially as a food lover. Beware your personal binge foods. Mine is pizza. Once I start, I keep getting more. I'll leave and come back an hour later, get an extra slice, and 2 hours later, oi, I feel fat and full. I now rarely buy it, and that really helps. I know you're eating healthier, but do you actually enjoy the daily meals that you are eating? What's working for me, I'm not finished yet, but I've gone down from 320 pounds to 275 now, is eating healthier, but still making sure those healthy meals that I'm eating is still stuff I actually enjoy. If you find yourself uncontrollably binging at times, that may mean you don't actually enjoy the healthy meals that you consume, and thus you find yourself uncontrollable when a delicious treat is in front of you. You may want to make an effort to find lower calorie replacements to food that you enjoy if you haven't done so already, so you can fit them into your caloric budget. Coach Greg from YouTube seems like a good source for me. Choose a compelling reason for you to be losing weight, like compelling enough to weigh on your every decision around how you care for your body. For example, I'm a female rock climber trying to do more outdoor mountaineering. I have compiled a list of climbs I want to do this year, and I want to be able to do them. In order to do that, I conduct every decision around what I consume and how I move my body, so I know I'm contributing effort towards that goal. It's the concept that I want to live like how my goal self is living. There's no calorie counting, weighing food, or weighing myself, or concerning myself with restricting certain foods. I've already done all that from keto to vegan using calories in, calories out and had short-term success, but the lasting success is the life changes you create. I now honor my fullness signal by stopping the meal when I'm satisfied. I don't eat until my belly is sticking out visibly or to uncomfortable fullness. I aim to eat protein-rich foods, but other than that, I eat what I want, but in smaller portions. We don't need to taste the whole slice of cake. A bite or two worth will get the point across to your dopamine hit of the sugary foods. Second guess a bun on every burger. Sometimes I actually don't want one and would rather make a burger bowl full of veggies and hot sauce. Language is powerful. I hate the term cheat meal. It creates the proverbial forbidden fruit. I'd recommend stop using it altogether. It helped me a ton. Cheating is bad. When you cheat at something, you should feel shame. There's nothing shameful about eating something that's higher in calories. Applying shame to something that doesn't warrant it is going to cause dysfunction. To me, that's what causes a cheat meal to become a cheat day or a cheat week. The same spiral. I like to think a little wider about it. Is there another aspect to my overall health, not just my weight, that this higher calorie meal is actually helping? When I go out for wing night and beers with my best friend, I'm nurturing our relationship. That contributes to my social and emotional health, putting me in a better place for the rest of this week to be successful. You just need to want something more than you want junk food. Ed Milet was on Tom Bilyeu's podcast. He told a story of how he or someone he knew was at the doctor's office. The doctor asked the guy if he wanted to walk his daughter down the aisle. The doctor went on to say that if he didn't get his weight under control, he wouldn't even be at the wedding. Willpower is a muscle. Work it and it'll get stronger. Build a vision for yourself and for better results. And here's a journaling exercise I like to do. Write out where you want to be in 3 months, 3 years, and 30 years. Get as detailed as you possibly can. What time you wake up, your morning routine, your breakfast, what song you listen to while heading to work, yada yada. Then write out your current routine and figure out if what you're doing is leading you to the life that you want. You said how so many of us feel. You are not alone. I'm a food addict. For me to lose weight, I have to abstain from the foods I love because one taste and I'm on the binge train. It's hard, especially if you work in an office surrounded by people eating what you want to eat. walking past vending machines, driving past restaurants. I know some people say moderation, but those people likely don't suffer from an actual food addiction. You can't do certain drugs in moderation. The only thing that helps me is watching my body change and thinking about how I like that more than I like food. But you can't focus on the scale because she's your worst enemy. My body doesn't like to lose weight quickly. She clings on every pound for dear life, but I have been able to see muscle tone develop, curves develop, clothes fit looser, etc. Cling to every small victory. Best of luck to you. You must be patient with yourself while you learn to be someone you've never been before. I've been fat all my life. I don't know how to be a non-fat person. I don't know what my life will be like when I have finally become that person. But I know that's ultimately what I need to do, is become someone new. But I don't have to do it all at once. I don't need to wake up one day and throw out every script or routine I know for how to exist as a human person and start over from scratch. I can start where I am, change one thing at a time until it's second nature, and take it step by step, and day by day, pound by pound. I've been at it for 9 months now, and I'm down almost 40 pounds as of this morning. I don't want to do this again, so I'm making it as easy as possible on myself to sustain the changes that I make. We're doing this ship of Theseus style, becoming someone new, one bit at a time. I have the same problem, and I've learned that it's because I use food to create happiness. Pizza makes me happy, grilled chicken doesn't. Cupcakes make me happy, vegetables do not. For me, eating food is a hobby that I enjoy, and that's the problem. I need to reframe food in my brain, because it isn't supposed to be there to provide me happiness. Food is fuel, that's it. I know that I'll eventually learn to enjoy it by eating it maybe, but ultimately what I eat fuels and nourishes my body, and I need to treat it as such. It's not a hobby or a pastime, or something to do when I'm bored. It's not for comfort. It's not to make me feel better when I'm down. I need to learn new coping mechanisms and stop using food as a catch-all for hunger, boredom, sadness, and celebration. Instead, I need to use it for hunger, energy, proper bodily function, etc. Hope that helps. If you'd like my advice, I've got some. If not, ignore this message. If you had a good week, but you binge for a couple of days, you had more days on track than off track. That is progress and something to be proud of. You aren't starting over, you are making progress each day that you meet your goals, even if the next day you fail to meet them. The trick is to stretch the good stretches out just a little bit longer each time, and to do what you can to minimize the bad days. When you have the bad days, learn to lean into them and enjoy that day or that cake or that whatever, because life needs enjoyment and some splurging on yourself. The key is to get back on the horse and start a new stretch of good days. Eventually, you'll look back and just see good days with an odd bad one mixed in. It will take time, but you will get there if you approach this with the right mentality. Day by day, my friend, you can do it. I see a lot of the mentality of eat to live, not live to eat, and yes, that helps some people, but food is really good and enjoyable. What helped me was looking at the way I cooked and how I cooked. I learned the flavors I liked and looked into how to apply them. I tried recipes that were healthy but had those flavors. It turns out vegetables and healthier meals are actually really good, and there's significantly more ways to cook them than I knew about. So now I'm building a routine to allow me to keep it up. Sometimes laziness gets the better of me, and when it does, the way I eat slows me down and makes it a cycle. I'm still down a significant amount of weight, but I bounce around at a 20-pound range. I've found that a lot of standard American-made veggie recipes are not my liking. I started looking towards a lot of other cultures and found a lot I like. Just cook for fun a few times and find the flavors you like. Try watching some silly and interesting cooking videos for ideas. I like Babish and Joshua Wiseman a lot. It's what works for me. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. Female, 28, 5 feet tall. Starting weight, 240 pounds. Current weight, 166.4. I am so thankful because I'm almost out of obesity.